am hopeful that you shall see further development in the days ahead. But while we say that, while there has been partial disengagement, the threat has by no means reduced, and the force levels are more or less the same, and from our side they have been enhanced. The threat assessment and internal deliberations that we have carried out from time to time have resulted in some reorganization and realignment of forces in keeping with the Army's mandate of ensuring our territorial integrity. And this also caters for the major augmentation that has taken place in the PLA's forces and their infrastructure. While we will continue to deal with the PLA in a firm and resolute manner, necessary safeguards are in place to take care of any contingency. Upgradation and development of infrastructure along the northern borders is also being carried out in a holistic and comprehensive manner. This includes roads, tunnels, all-weather connectivity, strategic railway lines, additional bridges across the Brahmaputra, storage facilities for fuel, oil, lubricants, supplies. So it is an all-round holistic development. Side by side, major efforts have also been undertaken to see what all dual-use infrastructure is there which can be made use of, which is available in the civil domain. On the western front, along the line of control, after a heightened situation for a long period, the DGMO's understanding in February last year was aimed at achieving a mutually beneficial and sustainable peace. Resultantly, the situation has seen a marked improvement. But notwithstanding that, there is an increase in concentration of terrorists in various launch pads, and there have been repeated attempts at infiltration across the LC. And needless to say, this once again exposes the nefarious designs of our western neighbor. But we on our part have resolved to show zero tolerance for terror, and we have committed ourselves to extract dire costs should that be forced upon us. In Jammu and Kashmir, the whole of government approach has led to a progressive improvement in the security situation. There have been efforts to give an indigenous hue to terrorism by setting up a facade of proxy terror tanzeems, but these attempts have failed miserably and have not got any public support. Various other inimical elements re-energize their attempts at disrupting peace in the valley, mainly by trying to target minorities, non-locals, migrant labor, and so on. However, this also has not succeeded very much, and we have been able to counter these challenges also. In the northeast, the overall security situation is under control. A robust security posture has significantly curtailed the operation space for terrorists. And in keeping with the improved situation, there has been a graduated de-induction of army units where the situation has improved and they have now free to concentrate on their primary task. On the India-Myanmar border, this is an important facet of our security calculus. Due impetus is being given to the border guarding role by the Assam Rifles. And here we do intend to progressively increase the number of Assam Rifle battalions deployed for border guarding of this very important India-Myanmar border. In the northeast again, the regrettable incident which happened in Oting in Nagaland on 4th of December is being thoroughly investigated. We remain committed to the security of our countrymen, even during the conduct of operations. We have SOPs that encapsulate our operational experience, which have been refined over a period of time, and appropriate action will be taken and corrective measures instituted to further refine these, based, of course, on the outcome of the investigations. Overall, in line with our operational realities, we have undertaken reorganization and rebalancing of our forces. Reorientation of additional forces to the northern borders has been carried out, while retaining our capability for punitive strikes on the western front. Force restructuring, which is a very important facet for enhanced operational effectiveness and resultant structural optimization through the creation of integrated battle groups, is proceeding well. The IBGization, if I may call it that, of select formations along the western and northern borders will soon come to fruition. In line with our collective efforts towards greater synergy and integration for the establishment of Theatre Command, we on our part are carrying out our deliberations in consultation with the other two services, in line and keeping in mind the timelines which have been given to us by headquarter IDS. We, that is the Indian Army, stand fully committed to jointness and synergy. There has also been a sustained and coordinated effort towards capability enhancement. The crisis on the northern borders gave us an opportunity to fast-track our infrastructure development and undertake doctrinal reviews and make up various operational voids which had been existing through emergency and fast-track procurements. While doing all this, the Indian Army, we are committed to the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, and we have prioritized our procurements so that maximum of this should go to the Indian industry. And at the same time, we are also hand-holding numerous indigenization projects, right from the design and development stage, right to the trials and their induction into the Army.